Welcome to this week's episode of Undisputed MMA. Welcome to this week's gym feature, and we're at Smith's Gym in Linden with Peter Smith. Peter, thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Jay.
So just to give the guys a bit of background on your kind of boxing background and your history.
Well, quite interesting. I had a great career. I was a former heavyweight contender of the world. I fought for the world title. Unfortunately, I fought for the world title in the cruiserweights, and it was a very difficult situation with cruiserweights and heavyweights being quite a distance apart. I was light for heavyweights, but too heavy for cruiserweights. And yeah, I had a great career, 22 fights, 2 losses. I ended up living in America 7 years and fighting out of the United States. And I regained my title contention again. I was going to fight Tyson in 2000. Yeah, it would have been the highlight of my career. It didn't happen due to politics and whatever happened, but it's one thing in sports, you know. So with all the knowledge and all my career that's gone, I picked up and kind of got back after retiring, got back into boxing, helping guys, you know, helping some guys out, and this is where I'm at today, you know, sitting with champions in my gym. And, it's my passion. It's my drive. I love the sport.
When did that transition happen from being a pro boxer to a coach? What triggered and made that happen for you?
When I came back from the US, it was a huge turnaround because I had a choice. Do I carry on, being 33, and, it was a huge loss in my career, losing the title. And then to pick my pieces up again and reset my career was a big change. And I think realizing, hang on, let me just go back and visit my family after 7 years that I didn't see them, was a huge sacrifice. And I think that sacrifice was a bit unfair in some ways, but yet alone it had to be done. And, that was a turnaround. I think that sacrifice was a point where I said, hang on a minute, let me give my family also my time, and I sat back a little bit, analyzed my career and where am I going, and then one guy knocked on my door and asked me, can I help him for a fight? And I didn't really want to. It's very difficult to adjust from being a fighter to going into training fighters, because I think being a fighter, it's very difficult knowing your fighters have the same mindset, the same discipline. That's a big thing, and you need to find that in your fighters. And it was a kind of experiment for me, and I did very well on that fight with my guy, and from there, just sort of happening, and the guys were asking me to help him out, and just changed for me, and I thought, okay, let me try something else,
And those that don't know, you're obviously a second-generation boxer as well. You grew up with your father was a boxer. Just give us a bit of background on your father's career as well, for those that don't know.
My dad was a world-renowned fighter. Those days when there's only one or two world title belts, and he ended up fighting Victor Galindez for the world title, light heavyweight world title. And it was in those days 15 rounds, gruesome, very hard fighting. My dad was known as pound for pound the hardest puncher in the world, and he was called the KO King. Boxing is a challenging sport, and it's you get that opportunity and sometimes you got to take it, even though it wasn't a good situation in my career for me to take it. I was given a 2 weeks notice, but at the end of the day, I took my shot, and things were going to happen, but we both made a good mark in boxing, and we're known for it, and to pass it on to younger guys and to avoid the death traps that we had in our careers, that's what I give to my fighters.
So do we see Peter Smith going after a world title as a coach this time?
Hey, listen, AJ, just be careful. I might be coming back, man. Just be careful. Listen, it's something I train. I'm 47, I train hard, I feel like I'm in my 20s. I honestly don't feel any different. Actually, being fit and healthy and having a goal is living life. And that's still my passion. That's why I still have that little battle in my own mind to want to make a comeback. And I train, I enjoy it. I mean, I love the sport.
And then you've got a few guys in the gym now that are making careers for themselves. You know, just tell the guys, you know, who the fighters are that you're training at the moment, where they're going, what they're doing next.
I've got I've got Kevin Larena defending his world title now on Saturday, the 3rd of March, and pursuing behind Kevin is Rowan Campbell. He's 5 fights, 5 wins, 4 by knockout, and doing very well, exceptionally well. Neither of my guys come from amateur backgrounds. So for me, my grooming and my installing of skill and development and how to go about the sport is a art for me to hand over to them. I've had some talented guys. Unfortunately, one guy from Uganda, his name was Peter. He went back because of his visa status. He was another diamond of mine. I think he went back for the Uganda Olympic team and he qualified, so he did well. I don't know what his situation with the visa is now, but he's one of my superstars as well. We got other guys with my brother's gym. Tulani, superstar, welterweight. He's fighting this Saturday. And then we got Tabiso. Tabiso's had a great career. He just lost to a good, tough Russian. And then, we got some other diamonds coming through, you know. But we'll get there. We'll get the boys going.
And if guys want to get down to the gym and come and have a chat to you possibly about training, how can they get hold of you?
Definitely. You know, they can get through on my Facebook, Peter Sniper Smith, or they can phone me. You know, my contact details are on my Facebook page. Come have a workout. I'm here for fitness. I'm here for the nutrition side because I believe nutrition is pretty much everything. Most people think it's train hard. It's actually eat well to train hard, and it's about recovery. And lifestyle. Everything's got to be in place. You know, have all your ticks, nutrition, your training, all works in one big pocket. You know.
Well, there you have it, guys. Get down to Linden, catch up with Coach Smith.